friends, welcome back to my channel. Sass here. I'm here to do another Foolery Friday. Your cousins was cutting up this week, okay? Hispanic cousins, white cousins, black cousins, honey. We got the rainbow of foolery. But of course, let's start off with Tamar, Wendy Williams, Lonnie Love, and The Real. So, as we know, Tamar was on The Real, and she got let go, quit, whatever, okay? She abruptly left. Now, she says that some of the female panelists didn't like her and they had her, booted. She never named names, so fast forward to her appearing on the Wendy Williams show this week. And of course, Wendy. Oh, Wendy. Okay. She asked Tamar that if she had the chance to go on that cute little show, The Real, would she go back to it? And so Wendy was like, because they are in need of your services. I was like, oh no. Okay. So Tamar, she says that no, that she is not going to be used as a marketing tool. And that, she's done moved on to bigger and better things. And, she, wished them well. Now, I did not see anything that Tamar said was bad. I didn't see it as being shady. I didn't see it as awful. And Tamar could have said a lot. We all know how Tamar's mouth is. But she didn't say any of that. I don't think anything that she said needed a response from The Real. And they sure enough didn't need for Lonnie Love to be the spokesperson. So, The Real, Lonnie Love, she responded. And of course, she was like, hello, Wendy. And she was like, thank you for watching our cute little show. But don't forget, we are also, an Emmy award-winning show. And I was thinking to myself, well, Wendy, didn't she win some Emmys? But that's neither here nor there. Lonnie got her little dig in. And so apparently, Lonnie was thinking, for Tamar to come on the show to mend fences. Because I think sometime this summer, it was rumblings of what she heard that Tamar would like to come on the show, or somebody had asked Tamar to come on the show. And maybe they could mend fences, because Lonnie said that Nene and Wendy, they had their battle, but Nene came on Wendy's show and they mended fences. But Lonnie was like, since that's not going to happen, we wish you well. Okay? Now, it just should have just ended right there. Okay? Fine. It should have ended right there. But oh no. Tamar did not like Lonnie Love's response. So what did Tamar do? Tamar started dropping direct messages, and she was saying how Lonnie Love was the one that got her fired, that Lonnie Love was writing letters to the head of the studio, the producers of the show, saying that, Tamar was not a good fit, that no one on the panel liked Tamar, and Tamar needed to go. I said, well, Lord, Lonnie, was there a little hateration there, Lonnie? You write letters now, Lonnie? So, Tamar, of course, took it a step further. So, Tamar wasn't finished. So, what does Tamar do? Tamar put up a video up on her Instagram page of T.S. Madison and Kaya when they had the Queen's Court. And honey, it was when T.S. was letting Lonnie Love have it. It was right after Tamar had left The Real. And honey, T.S. went in on Lonnie Love. Honey, she cussed her out, called her all kinds of thick 4 or 5 necks. And honey, I remember that. I was like, Lord have mercy. So Tamar puts that on there, and she puts this at the bottom of it, y'all. So Tamar puts, sorry, I only go on shows with ratings. You do enough talking about me, you know, and had that little emoji that goes like this. So, of course, I seen that and I laughed. I was like, Lord, I remember this. Lord, do I miss the Queen's Court. But anyway, it's never going to happen. I need to get over it. So, of course, Lonnie Love, she has to have a comeback. She says, who writes letters? Who sent this? Let's talk it out. Stop going on every other show. You know you want to, and bring your man at Tamar Braxton. This whole thing is silly. Okay, Tamar has moved on. The Real has moved on, and of course Wendy is the one that started this. Wendy started all of this, okay? And like I said, I don't think what Tamar said to Wendy justified the Real even responded. It's been 3 years. 3 years. Why should they say anything? And why is Lonnie Love the spokesperson? Okay, Lonnie, was you writing them letters? I mean, it's just silly. What do y'all think about this whole fight? And as we know, it's going to blow up. What time? It's already done blew over. It's already blown over. Okay. Now let's talk about Wendy. Wendy's show has been picked up for 3 more years. I think, is it 2022? Yeah. Is it 2022? So, congratulations to Wendy, all right? I think that everything that she's been through, kudos to her. I mean, out of all those shows, who's watching them? Who's watching The Real? Who's watching The Talk? Who's watching The View? Out of all of those 3 shows, The Talk has to be the worst. And I can say, I have never, ever watched a full episode of The Real. Ever. I mean, and that was when Tamar was on it. I never watched it, but I just can't get down with them ladies, okay? And who in the world is watching The View? I mean, really. I just can't. The only ones I do watch is Wendy. And that's really it. But honey, are y'all watching them shows? Let me know. And let me know what you think about Tamar and Lonnie Love. Alright. Like last week, I went into detail about Takashi 6ix9ine. Well, this week, he took the stand. Okay. Now, I don't know who the court sketch artist is, but honey, they literally made this young boy look like a rat. I was like, oh my God. So of course Takashi 6ix9ine took the stand, and honey, he's telling everything. Okay. He is telling everything. As we know, Shawty, he got 15 years. Okay. Now Takashi 6ix9ine ain't done. Alright. He is talking about this person, that person, this, I never even heard of him, okay? Then this young man's name, Trippie Redd, whatever, I had to look him up. And when I looked him up, why do these young people just look like this? Okay, the rainbow color hair, the different color hair, okay, fine. But why do you have to have tattoos just everywhere? And why is your teeth? I just don't get it. Why are they looking like that? So apparently, this young man is affiliated with the Blues. All right. And he was involved in several, okay, illegal acts. So the prosecutor is asking him all kinds of things. Honey, Takashi is pointing, telling, I'm going down, everybody going down. So yesterday, it was day 3 or day 4. Jim Jones come up. I said, what does Jim Jones got to do with all this? So apparently, Takashi 6ix9ine says that Jim Jones was a blood and that he was a retired rapper. Now, Takashi 6ix9ine is up on stand telling everything, okay? Singing like a bird. And he's still throwing shade. He said Jim Jones a retired rapper. When I heard Jim Jones, I almost died. I said, what he got to do with it? Then, he wasn't done. He brought up Cardi B and said that she was in the game. They were bloods. And I'm like, Cardi B in this too? Why you breaking up Cardi? Breaking up Jim Jones, Cardi, the dog, the cat, the mama, the daddy, the grandparents, names down first, second, third, fourth cousin. Honey, Takashi is telling it. Okay. He is telling it. Alright. So, he's on stand telling everything. So then, they bring up his kidnapping and his beatdown. They got video footage. Alright. And he was saying, listen, I begged for my life. I didn't want this to happen. Blah, blah, blah. And then there's some, youngins, some people saying, well, I would snitch too if somebody kidnapped me. And I'm sure it was probably Keith from Wyoming. All the 16 years old. Well, like I said last week, Takashi, he put himself in that position. Throwing up the gang signs. Hanging around known gang members, okay? Weapons, drugs, all this stuff, alright? Takashi 6ix9ine knew who he was dealing with. But see, he could not deal with the repercussions, alright? He was still this little boy who was trying to play with the big dogs. And look what happened. Takashi 6ix9ine wanted all us to know that Jim Jones and Cardi was the Bloods and that Jim Jones was a retired rapper. He know about Jim Jones. He don't know about Dipset. He don't know about Cameron Santana. Oh boy. Y'all, do I need to be copyrighted, girl? Wait a minute. Let me just play a little bit. Let me shut up. Because, child, last time I got copyrighted. Y'all ain't gonna get me copyrighted this time. But, child, tell me that wasn't the jam. The jam. Alright. So, Takashi. I guess he's going to be on the stand all week. I don't know what they are going to do with this young man. What are they going to do with him, y'all? I mean, I know he's going to be in witness protection. But they're saying now that he's done, spoke to everyone. He's done, snitched. And he could be out as soon as early next year. Okay. Witness protection. But what they gonna do with him? He got tattoos all over his face. His picture is everywhere. Where are they gonna put this young man that no one can find him? They gotta put him in Idaho, like I said. Population 2, child. I am this boy. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about this mess? But, hey. Anyway, they ain't got nothing to do with me. My name Bennett, I ain't in it. Okay, so, child, we'll see what happens next. I guess, we'll find out who will be, arrested next and who will be doing, you know, prison time. So, Takashi 6ix9ine done took down everybody. Everybody. So, let's move on. Alright, so remakes, or reboots as they like to call it. Issa Rae is thinking about rebooting Set It Off. Absolutely not. Okay. I think that is a terrible idea. Why do they want to mess with Set It Off? Set It Off is a classic. Okay. None of those women can be replaced. None of them. Okay. Queen Latifah, Vivica, Jada, that other one, you know, the one that cried all the time that was in the bank. Y'all remember that scene when she was in the bank and she got scared and she ran off? I was like, girl, and they weren't going to give her no money. Johnny Vivica was like, I'm not giving you nothing. Vivica was like, don't mess with Set It Off. I'm sorry. Do not mess with that. Okay, I just, terrible, terrible idea. All right, the next reboot is the director of, is it Old Town Road? Lil Nas X's song. He is thinking about rebooting House Party. Oh! No, why are they insistent on damaging my teenage years? House Party, it cannot be, no. Kid and Play, Martin, Tisha Campbell, no. The Styles, honey, no, no, I'm sorry. Bernie Mac, no. Leave House Party, who you gonna get to play it? Nobody. Leave Set It Off alone. I love Issa Rae. I do. I really do. But please leave that alone. Okay. BET redid Boomerang. And I don't know how that went. Did y'all watch it? No. Some things need to be left alone. Just leave it alone. Now, let's talk about some Caucasian news. Now, this Aaron Carter, all right, and Nick Carter. As we know, Nick Carter was in Backstreet Boys. Now, were some of you a Backstreet Boy girl or an NSYNC girl? Now, I was a Backstreet Boy girl for one song. I wanted that. I wanted that away. Tell me why ain't. Honey, that was my jam. NSYNC really wasn't my cup of tea. It just, nah. So Nick Carter, he had a brother. He has a brother named Aaron. And Aaron he don't take his quite right pills. All right. So it has come out that Nick has taken a restraining order out on Aaron because Aaron threatened Nick's wife, pregnant wife, said that he will kill her and the unborn child. Listen, okay, Aaron hasn't been right for a long time. All right, we've had domestic assault charges. You know, they're saying he's been doing drugs, and you know, he's just been a mess. A couple of years ago, he's a twin, and a couple of years ago, his sister committed suicide. I think she overdosed on drugs, and they said that she was very depressed. I think they said she was bipolar. And so that whole family is just chaos. They had a reality show at one time that was a train wreck. It was horrible. It was sad. It wasn't the kind of reality show, you know, you can look at and be like, child, this is just, oh my God. This reality show was sad. Okay, Aaron Carter looked like a walking corpse. And so they had said on the reality show that they believe that he has, you know, mental health issues, that he has drug issues, and child, it was just horrible. So now, Aaron Carter is, blowing back on his brother. He's saying that his brother is out of his mind. He's saying that, he did not, of course, say that about his sister-in-law and, the unborn child. He's saying that he's not bipolar like his, sister was. And it's just a big old mess. Nick Carter said he better not come anywhere near him, his wife, or the unborn child. Aaron Carter need a hobby. Who is that he used to date, y'all? Lizzie McGuire. Who played Lizzie McGuire, y'all? One of them little white girls from Nickelodeon, child. In other Caucasian news, Felicity Huffman. All right. We know that she was in that whole college scandal where they were paying people to take their children's SATs and scores and all this kind of stuff. So she pled guilty and she was sentenced to 14 days in jail, $30,000 fine, and she has to do 250 hours community service. Now, she's in Los Angeles, so I'm sure she would probably be in jail all of 30 minutes. I would be shocked if she did all 14 days. Because, they always say that LA jails are so, overpopulated. And hers is just a minor crime. I don't see this woman staying there for 14 days. I see her being out within an hour. So, I think she should have to pull all 14 days. So, anyway. She came out that courtroom, and honey, her and her husband look like they have not slept in 20 years. They looked a hot mess. A hot mess. Let's talk about Kanye West. Kanye West is dropping an album September 27th. I think it's called Jesus is King. What is going on with Kanye? Does he have a church? I mean, I'm not understanding. I mean, I see the videos of him, playing a piano with the choir, the family and the kids are dancing. Well, did this church thing build up to release this album? After the album's released, is he going to continue to do this church thing? Has Kanye became this old spiritual being? I mean, I don't understand what this is. I need for someone to explain to me, is it the church of Kanye? I'm not understanding. I really don't understand. Now, I seen a video of him in Atlanta at a church, and honey, they was going to town. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel a little odd, about it, but I don't talk about religion, so will I take a listen of the new Kanye album? Of course I will. Okay. College Dropout is one of my favorite albums of all time. It is in my top 5 of all time, of all genres. I burnt through College Dropout. I thought that the whole album was brilliant. I loved it. So Kanye, but the last couple of years, and he's just been going through a lot. So I'll take a listen and see what he talking about, the church of Kanye. But what do y'all think about Kanye and his church? And you think he playing with God? Are y'all gonna buy the album or download or whatever y'all do now? So let me know. Friends, I think that is it. I don't know of anything else of any importance. I hope you have a fantastic and safe weekend. And don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends. Bye.